Alright, if you're a baseball player or softball player or someone that just likes to play pickup on the weekend, well then this video is for you because most baseball players out there think that baseball only affects the shoulder and the elbow, which is partially true. But if you ask me as a chiropractor, baseball is actually one of the most demanding sports on the spine. And it's simply because baseball is built on one movement, and that movement is rotation, okay? And it's not the simple fact that rotation is bad for your spine, because your spine is actually designed to rotate back and forth, okay? It's the fact that during every pitch, every throw, every swing, you're doing thousands and thousands and thousands of rotational movements over time, okay? And those little stresses add up and cause big problems. It's the same reason why one drop of rain does not carve out a canyon, but thousands and thousands and millions of drops of rain over time carve out a canyon. It's the same exact way with your body. Think of your spinal cord, and your spine is this rag, okay? Every time that you load up for a pitch or to swing a baseball bat, your body stores rotational energy and then releases it in a second. Stores rotational energy and then releases it in a second, okay? Now, if you can imagine doing that thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times, well then the rag is going to wear down quicker, okay? If you do not take care of it. It's the same exact way with your spinal column. So I'm going to give you guys 5 ways that you can strengthen your spine and help save it during the season, during the off season. I highly recommend doing these year round. Number 1 is going to be strengthen your hips and your glutes, okay? Because when your hips become weak, it forces your lower back to have to overwork and compensate for that. And your lower back is meant for stability, not rotation, and that can lead to pain over time and energy leaks. Because think of your body as a kinetic chain. Every time that you throw a baseball, that force starts at the feet, gets transferred into the knee, into the hip, through the spine, out to the shoulder, out to the elbow, into the hand, through the baseball, okay? Now, if one of those links does not work properly or becomes rusty and degenerated over time, well then it's going to force other links above and below to have to compensate, okay, and absorb more stress, and that's the last thing you want. So I want to leave you guys some glute and hip exercises that you can screenshot right about now, okay? You can take these to the gym with you. You know, doing these little things over time is really going to help out, okay? Because us as chiropractors, we're fixing the mechanical underlying issue, but then you do these on top of that, that's going to improve your performance overall. So number 2 is going to be improve thoracic spine mobility. And your thoracic spine is your mid to upper back here, okay? Think of your body as a door frame, okay? Your shoulder's the handle, and your thoracic spine is the hinge. Now, if you have a hinge that does not move properly or is stuck, you can still force that door open, but it causes the other hinges to absorb more stress and have them wear down quicker. It's the same exact way with your body. When your thoracic spine, when these joints do not move correctly, okay, it's going to force your shoulder to have to take more wear and tear over time, and that's the last thing that you want. So that's what we do as chiropractors. When we put these adjustments into your spine, we allow these joints in your upper thoracic spine to rotate properly and make sure that they're all moving properly so your muscles can cool down and your body can absorb stresses evenly throughout that chain. Number 3, or also, I want to give you guys some exercises you can screenshot for that right about now. You'll see it's just some simple thoracic spine mobility exercises. Take them to the field with you, take them to the gym. Number 3 is going to be strengthen your core, okay? Because think of your body as a car. Your legs are the engine with the power. Your core is the transmission, so it transfers that energy out through the shoulder, into the elbow, out through the hand and the baseball, okay? Your legs, the engine, can have all the power they want, but if the transmission is not working properly or is not there, well, that force is not going to be transmitted as efficiently, okay? So that's why it's important for you to strengthen your core. So I wanted to give you guys some core exercises you can screenshot right about now. Like I said, take them to the gym with you. Take them to the field if you want. Then number 4 is going to be prioritize recovery, okay? Because you get stronger as you recover, not on the field. This is important, your nutrition, your hydration, everything. So you guys can screenshot that right about now. And it's a good guide you can take to the field with you, especially if you're a patient of mine watching this right now. We know how hot it gets here in Tampa, Florida. Okay, so the last thing you want to do is get dehydrated out there. So, number 5 Number 5 is going to be the proper dynamic warm-up and stretching, okay? Because the amount of times through my baseball career where people did not warm up properly or stretch, and then next thing you know, they throw out their arm and then they're injured, and that's the last thing you want. So I wanted to give you guys some stretches and dynamic warm-ups that you can take to the field with you. You guys can screenshot those right about now. And you'll see this will be really nice for you to take pre-game, go into the outfield, do these stretches, because these stretches are going to help prevent injuries over time. Like I said, you guys are doing thousands of rotational movements. It's putting so much wear and tear on your spine. So, I hope you guys like this video, and that's where chiropractic comes into play, because we make sure that all these joints in your spine are moving properly, okay, so that you don't have to absorb stress in other places, okay? Think of that kinetic chain. Force from the foot, into the knee, into the hips, through the spine, the transmission, into the shoulder, into the elbow, through the hand of the baseball, okay? You'd be amazed at how much better of a performance you can have when that chain is transferring force smoothly. And this is the frame of your body, okay? Over time, your structure is going to determine your function. If your structure is out of place and not working correctly, well, then your function is not going to be correct, okay? Structure determines function. If you mess up the structure of your car and it does not run correctly, you can stretch that car, run that car, put as much oil in that car and gasoline in that car all you want. But until you get the mechanic to lift up the hood and fix the mechanical issue, the underlying problem is always going to be there, okay? So that's why it's important for you to take care of your spine. And the spine houses the central nervous system, okay? This controls every single vital organ in your body. So if you're getting back pain, just know you only feel 10% of your nervous system. So if you're getting back pain back here, can you imagine what the 90% is doing in the front? So if you're out there and you're a baseball player and you like this, please leave me a like and subscribe. And you better hit a dinger at your next game after trying these workouts. See you later.